Yes. It's July 3rd. Been working on this food plot now for about a few months. This field is really not workable for the last few years. It's been so wet. We've had a really dry year, so the last couple of months we've been working it up. We burned it off and disked it up. Put the weeds came up, we sprayed them, and now I've been working it up to make sure that the ground's workable to plant the seed. So went down yesterday, westbound elevator, got some Antler King to plant. We got corn and, that runs about halfway in the middle of the field, about 12 rows of corn. That's splits the field up in half. So we can plant a certain type on one side and a certain type on the other side. Then I have a smaller food plot back in here that I'm going to plant with something else. But right now we're going to plant Antler King Red Zone. It has forage peas, 2 types of soybeans, and hoping it works out. It needs to be in the next month and a half here, so I'm going to plant it today. It's supposed to rain on Monday. And then in the smaller food plot, I'm going to plant Antler King No Sweat. It's got some white clover, ryegrass, and some other things that come back in a few years. I really don't want to screw around with this food plot too much in the next few years because it's so small. But hopefully, once the plot has gotten used to the ground, it'll come back every year. I don't have to mess around with it. With the red zone, I'll have to plant in the next every year. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna go hang some new stands that need to get hung. Hunting starts in the next 2 months here. I saw some nice sized bucks this last week out at night, doing some scouting at night. So they're starting to get big. Can't wait to start hunting. But in order to start hunting, you gotta do all the work first. So this is the first time that the farm where I've been hunting is gonna have food plots on it. So I'm really anxious to see how it turns out, if it's gonna help or not. If we're going to have more deer, draw more in. I'm hoping later in the season, because most people around here don't have their crops standing yet. So I'm hoping that later in the season it's going to have a lot more deer over here. But just check it out. I'm going to start planting here, and hopefully it works out. Hopefully I can shoot one this year. It's July 29th, and just a little update on food plots. We've gotten nice rain. Not lately. Haven't gotten too much rain, but we got rain when we needed it. So the corn's growing pretty well. It's probably the tallest the corn's been in this field for a long time. Got worked up really good, so that's good. The soybeans and Antler King Red Zone, that's starting to do real well. The peas are starting to grow, and soybeans and sunflowers are starting to come up. And the Antler King No Sweat is also on his way up. So food plots are looking good so far. Being that it's the last week of July here, I'm going to plant some turnips, radishes, and rape for late season. So I just got done working up the field. Some weeds have starting to show up in them, so I just worked them up. In a little bit here, gonna seed down that mix. And
August 15th, 2015. We're heading out to my farm right now at a new spot we just hung up the other day. We're gonna check a camera that's been up for 2-3 weeks now. We got 28 days of the season, so we gotta figure out what we're gonna shoot to make some new hit list bucks. Just got done checking this new spot here at our farm. Going into the backfield, we had a fawn and a doe in there. We managed to get in there, check the pictures. It just looks like it's them two and another doe and 2 fawns. No bucks yet, but we still got time. We got 28 days till season starts. We got all the rut. As we were standing there, fawn came back out and got some footage of her, and
that was neat.
They're still dumb.
We were here about last week or 2 weeks ago, and we were hanging the stand, and there's some nice bucks on the other side of the field. So just because they're not on the camera doesn't mean they're not here.
So we're gonna leave the spot now until the beginning of the season, and hopefully one of them sticks out and comes into the field the night we're sitting. This is strictly just an evening spot. There's too much stuff around here, and they're out here in the morning all the time, so we don't want to try spooking them coming into the field. So guess just stay tuned and we'll see what happens.
All right, it's August 22nd, the last day of planting the food plot. Austin came home to do it, and we're gonna plant some forage oats. We just worked up the field. I've sprayed this field twice so far in the last week, but the weeds don't seem to die. It's been raining a lot, so it's been working up for like a half hour, and we're gonna see how it works out because of the weeds. I'm not sure if the weeds are gonna end up wrecking everything, but we're gonna plant anyway, whatever comes up. That's what it's going to be. All right, it's August 22nd. Planted the food plot this morning, and hung some new stands, moved some stands, and checked some trail cameras that have been out there for about 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm going to look here and see what's on them. Hopefully some nice bucks, but we'll see. Alright, so it's September 8th, and up buys the property up in Oshkosh. Gonna check and see what's on the camera. Haven't had a camera out here since January, so hopefully want to see if there's any bucks, any deer in general. So I'll be sitting here this weekend, so hopefully I can see something. So let's see. There's my stand right there. This is a spot where I shot my buck last year. Same exact tree, same stand and everything. So hopefully we can make some magic happen again this year. Tinks, power scrape.
Oh man! Woo! Yes!
That's the moment right there.
That is it. Look at this. Oh.
Oh God.
Oh man. Look at that. Look at this.
Wow.
Look. Oh my God.
I have a name for this buck. I'm naming this
Long
buck
John.
Cecil.
Cecil. This is Cecil. Oh man.
She almost comes all the way around in front.
Holy crap. Prepare yourself. What time was that at? That was probably in the morning, huh?
I was at 4 o'clock in the morning. The dog again.
Yelling.